Hello everyone and welcome to another Wizard101 video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different again. I'm going to be doing another guide video on an area that I have not touched yet because I just haven't really felt like it yet. So what I'm going to be covering today is I'm going to be covering crafting and reagents a little bit. Hopefully you can find this guide semi-helpful to get you through crafting and the beginning of crafting. It isn't that difficult, but I figured that I would, give it anyway, just to show you. So if you don't know, basically in this game, you have these things called reagents. You collect them over time, you can find them on the ground, and you will get these crafting quests. I believe right now I'm on this one, which is Dragon Spire. And then you buy the recipes, and then you have to collect the materials, and then you can come to one of these crafting stations over here and craft. So, crafting in and of itself is not that difficult. What is difficult is actually finding the reagents. So, probably the easiest way to find the reagents and, collect them at a decent rate will be from the Wizard City Bazaar. The bazaar tends to be stocked quite full of reagents. I know that I definitely have found most of the reagents I get from the bazaar. You can see, I'm trying to... Once I get to the bazaar, I'll show you my reagents tab, or I could just do it try to do it right now. Reagents, you can see I have like 111 black pearls. Black pearls are very rare, and they're used for the legendary crafting quest. I bought like 100 of them in bulk, just because I knew that I would need them in the future, so I bought them. Okay, so the first crafting quest you'll ever get is from Eudora Tangletree right over here. She'll tell you to craft these Daggers of Absolution. And to do that, you need 8 black coal, 4 sapphire, 4 mistwood, and 4 cattail. So you come over to this guy, you buy the things you can buy from him, which is the black coal and sapphire. From there, you're going to need to find the other reagents. So I'm going to give you an overview of where the best place to get these reagents is and some of the other main reagents. So, cattails, very easy to get throughout just about any place that's a body of water. Mistwood is similar, you just find it underneath trees throughout Wizard City, and so on and so forth. Let me see if I can find any. It doesn't look like there's any in Old Town, but those are the main places for those. I'm gonna go to the bazaar and show you how there's a bunch of reagents in there. We'll see if we can find anything rare, and if not, I'll show you some of the other main spots throughout Wizard101 that give good reagents. So I'm gonna come over to this guy. Black pearls are pretty rare. Deep mushrooms are okay. You can just like scroll through and see there's a lot of things in here. What I would recommend is whenever you see like Sunstone, which you can see was already sold there, or sandstone or stone block or scrap iron, buy those. Obviously you can just keep refreshing the page and then scrolling to the end of the bazaar here, or it can be useful as well, but it was already sold. And you can just keep doing this over and over and over again. But what I'm going to do is, there's some rare reagents that you need a lot of. And I'm going to go over them right now. And we're going to start with stone block. So the Athenium is a really good place for not only stone block, but for lava lilies. That's what I want to mention first. Second, we're going to go over, in my opinion, the easiest method to collecting reagents in this game, which is the realm changing method. Because if you don't know, every realm has a different thing. So, for example, see, I had that ore there. This is also a really good place for ore. You go here, collect the ore, go behind this building, and there will usually be 2 to 3 stone blocks here. So you have these, and that looks like it's it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to realms. You're going to switch to something like Ivan. And boom, there will be more stone block here. And then you just infinitely farm as much stone block and ore as you need. You can see I'm actually getting really lucky with the drops here. I've been getting like 2 to 3 of everything. But you want to just keep going through here and collecting reagents. You can see I just got a ton of them there. That's really useful and will really be helpful, especially because you need a lot of those. The next one I'm not going to go to, but parchment can come up semi-frequently. Parchment is really easily gotten from just about all of Krakatopia. You just go throughout the streets, find it, it's super easy. So in Safari, there's actually 2 main reagents that are really rare that you can get from here, which are the 2 most needed. So the first one is Black Lotuses. You can see I got those Black Pearls, which are the step up from Black Lotuses, but I also need a lot of Black Lotus. So, there's 2 main places you can go. There's here, the Zamunda. Zamunda has a lot of Black Lotus just lying around. It's not always around here. You can find it inside, outside, just about everywhere around. You know, you look through realms, find as much as you can. And the other one that I want to talk about, I actually can't get to yet, but is Sandstone. Sandstone is very useful because Sandstone you can make Sunstone with the card thing, which I'm actually going to show you guys next after this. But you get that from Stone Town and Waterfront. That has a lot of sandstone lying around. You want to keep farming that a ton and getting a lot of sandstone for the very next reason that I'm going to show you guys now. So something that I didn't know originally with crafting, and I'm sure a lot of people actually don't know still, is something that is incredibly useful, and probably it will be one of the most useful tips you learn if you don't already know it. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, wait, no, it's this guy. So you come up to this guy because he has something called Reagent Transmuting. Transmuting is important as fuck. It is so important because you can see here they're really cheap. You buy them and it combines reagents to make reagents that are useful for you. So for example, blood moss and black pearls are incredibly rare. So Black Lotus, once you get enough, you can make 1 black pearl, and same with red mandrakes and blood moss. Black Lotus can be rare, so I'll buy that one as well. Diamonds are really rare, so you can buy that one. Fossils, rare. Trying to think, Nightshade can be pretty rare. Parchment isn't the rarest, but it's useful to have. Sandstone can be useful. Scrap iron is very useful. And Sunstone right here, this is what I was talking about. You can see I have 382 sandstone. I picked that up from the bazaar. I got really lucky. But you can craft it. It's 15 for 1. And that can be very useful when it comes to creating things. So for example, for a lot of the crafted spells, you need 50 sunstone. Sunstone is incredibly rare, incredibly expensive, so you want to get sandstone like I did in a shit ton of it. And then you can come over here to the sunstone. I can craft, trying to divide it in my head, I can do over 24 sunstone here, which is about half of what you need, which is incredibly useful. It can save a lot of time, and it's really important. So if you want to know how this works, you get a card crafting station at the bazaar or at one of the furniture shops in like Mushu or so. You place it down, you come over here, and then you craft it. So you just go up to it. Sunstone, I believe it does not take up a it doesn't take up a crafting slot. So you can just, you know, do this as many times as you want. It's incredibly useful. I'm gonna do this quite a few times for Black Lotuses because I need Black Lotus quite a bit for the Ring of Hypothesis here, and I also need diamonds, which I can just make real quick. Actually, I might have just kind of screwed myself over. Okay, I can make 1, but that's basically it. And if you can think of more suggestions in the comments, go ahead. I'm not the best at crafting in this game. I won't pretend I am, but I wanted to make a semi-comprehensive guide for how to acquire a lot of reagents and, you know, what specifically makes it good. Some more recommendations. First, I believe I missed scrap iron. Scrap iron you can find a lot of in Marleybone. That's one of the most important. The other things is if you have a lot of crowns and you really want to save on time, you can go over to here and Reagents bundle, and you can buy stuff like the stone block bundle, which stone block is really hard to come by. Ore is pretty hard to come by. Scrap iron is really hard to come by. If I ever bought this, I would always probably, the 2 I would spend the most on would be these 2. They're incredibly useful, and you know, you need a lot of them. So if you're really crunched and you need stuff, the bazaar or the crown shop is a way to go if you have 500 crowns. But I hope this is helpful. If you have any other suggestions for crafting, please leave them in the description, or sorry, the comment section. You know, I want my channel, a lot of my guide videos, to be a place for you guys to learn something. If you guys have a recommendation, please leave it down there. But that's it for now. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, hit the sub button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day.